Ito na naman po ako. Ititrivia ko lang itong si Floyd Garley. Marami pong hindi nakakilala dito sa Pilipinas kung sino yung si Floyd Garley. Ito po siya, ang kanyang naging karanasan sa pagpapalahi ng manok. Kilala po ito ng mga breeders states. Okay. Almost all the relevant things included in this book come from the mind and experience of Floyd Garley, a breeder carer for more than 50 years. Floyd has developed a system and outlook on poultry that is unique and extremely successful, thanks to his power of observation and his unique experiences. First, Floyd worked for many years in commercial poultry breeding operation where he had daily exchanges with scientists in the fields of poultry nutrition, diseases, physiology, and genetics, among other disciplines. Floyd took advantage of this to learn as much as he could. He learned so well that some of the poultry geneticists at the University of Delaware used him to help analyze breeding problem they were faced with. Secondly, Floyd was able to hook up, after some early years of disappointment, with some of the old-timers in the sport in the Northeast who made available to him the practical experience that had accrued in over 100 years of cooking in the Northeast, the bastion of game chicken. Also, he was able to obtain breed seed fowl that still forms the basis of all his breeding. Thirdly, Floyd has a natural scientific bent of mind. Without the advantage of formal education, Floyd nevertheless has the most important mental quality of all. He takes nothing for granted and tests everything he hears until he proved it for himself. An early example of this was an experience he had with one of his early partners, Harry Wall. Wall had access to the Kearney White Hackle direct from Harry Kearney, son of the Mike Kearney and keeper of the tradition of the old hard-hitting, never say die type of power fowl. It was a given for Mr. Walls and the Kearney that the fowl had to be put light in flesh for one derby. Wall permitted Floyd, the junior partner, to put up a show for a major tournament. Floyd did so, but kept the fowl heavier in flesh since he had reached the conclusion that many of the losses of this fine fowl was due to their lack of physical reserves. Their gameness and wallop helped them overcome many difficulties that their life condition forced them to get into. When Wolves felt the foul, he told Floyd that he had ruined them and that he wanted no part of the stake in the tournament to follow. Floyd said that in that case, he would put up the stake himself. After Floyd won his first fight, he asked Walls if he wanted to reconsider and go half and half. Walls said no, he had been lucky to win one fight. After winning the second fight, Floyd asked him again. As he did upon winning the third, Walls turned him down both times and Floyd didn't ask him again. After winning the tournament alone with the straight wins, Walls told Floyd, "I don't know what to say." What he never said was, "I was wrong." He did, however, let Floyd prepare other entries and made available to Floyd the pure Kearney and Spangle that Floyd has to this day. Another key stage in Floyd's life was when he became the feeder for Bob Carpenter, one of the premier sportsmen of this or any generation, known primarily and the owner of the Philadelphia Phillies for 29 seasons, he was equally associated with horse racing, football, basketball, boxing, hunting, dog breeding, and physical fitness. He served on the Delaware Racing Commission, brought the first professional basketball team to Delaware, enjoyed hunting from big game in Africa to duck and quail on his plantation estate in South Carolina. The trophies and mementos from these hunts and expedition he housed in his private museum at Montchanin on the historic Brandywine. As far back as 1937, Field and Stream magazine named one of his dogs the finest retriever in the United States. Bob lived to see some of the acknowledgement he deserved when on June 11, 1990, barely a month before his death, the University of Delaware held the groundbreaking ceremony in Newark of the Bob Carpenter Sport and Convocation Center. Floyd ran the breeding operation at Carpenter Estate in Dillwyn in Montchanin, Delaware for 13 years. There he was able to undertake a scientifically long and meticulous program of pedigree breeding that he would never have been able to carry out without Carpenter's encouragement and financial backing. There were as many as 5,000 fowl on this farm for many years. Floyd would like to think that it was, to some extent, his own influence that made Bob take such a keen interest in genetics. With the knowledge gained in their game farm breeding program, he went on to develop some of the best bird dogs in the country through selective breeding as well as to rescue, almost single-handedly from near extinction, Delaware state bird, the brave fighting blue hen. These chickens were carried around and sparred for their entertainment and morale-boosting qualities by the revolutionary troops under General Washington. Upon Bob's death, these blue hens, so difficult to breed on account of their genetic heterozygosity, were placed in the care of the Delaware State Veterinarian to see that the rare breed was perpetuated. More personally, Floyd knew that in his own undertaking he could always count on the generosity and sponsorship of Bar Carpenter. As Floyd was leaving for the Claymore tournament held at the Virginia Sportsman Club just prior to his death, he told him, "Now, don't go down there and let those guys whip you." It was Floyd's great regret that Carpenter could not be there to witness their entry performance. Afterwards, Floyd called him and told him to dust off the mantle that he was bringing home the trophy. He had answered the phone in a weak voice but let out a war whoop when told they had won. Incidentally, knowing how sick he was at that time, the entire elite group that is the Claymore shared equally in the jubilation of this win. In spite of winning hundreds of derby mains and tournament in his 50 years career, this is one Floyd's favorite achievement, ranking along winning the Kearney Memorial 3 times and retiring the trophy, and doing it with Kearney Old Fowl. Another major advantage that Floyd enjoyed was that the pit he frequented almost every week, the famous Northeastern pit in Montchanin, was also the pit of choice of some of the best cocker in the United States. These are the names: men such as Frank Shai, Paul Keeper, Joe Zanino, Bernard Kessler, Joe Rose, Harry Parr, Dick Dorsey, Ted Poser, Bob Doyle, Dick Radke, Kemper Marley, Richard Bates, the Kasura family, the Cantrells, Clay Brittle, Duke Halsey, Barber Almoni, Gordon Wright from Canada, Henry Page, John Sears, Harold Germain, Henny Stinger, Charlie Pierce, Henny Matisius, Ray Ellis, Red Boggs, Harry Kearney, Jerome Bogeler, Harry Walsh, Buck McGarity, Bob Waldeck, as many more fought here. By fighting against the best, Floyd was able to guarantee that his followers severely tested year after year. Bob Carpenter will always be remembered as a sportsman of the truest blood and one of the greatest sportsmen of our time. For Floyd, it will always remain an honor to have shared in some of his dream and aspiration, but a great many besides Floyd will miss the generosity and encouragement of the consummate gentleman sportsman. Now, you the reader, will also benefit from the development made at the Munchanin Breeding Farm in what was possibly the largest sustained effort made in the United States or anywhere to develop uniform and successful breeds of game fowl. Yan po siya, si Floyd Garley. Isa po siyang magaling na breeder. Kasi sa Pilipinas, hindi siya masyadong kilala dahil wala naman tayo sa Amerika. Pero ito si late Lord Garley. Ito po talaga ang magaling na breeder. Isa sa pinamagaling na breeder sa States. Malaki ang respeto rito ng mga breeder na Amerikano ngayon, nowadays. Ito po siya. O ito, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Tiniribya ko lang kung sino po si Floyd Garley. Sana'y nakita niyo yung kanyang naging karanasan sa pagbibreed ng manok. Sana matuto rin tayo para sa kanya at para sa inyo. Para gumaling ang iyong talent sa pagmamanok, basahin mo itong mga librong mga binabasa ko, intindihin mo. 100% magiging magaling kang breeder. At saka magiging magalingan saka yung talent mo sa pagpapalahi ng manok. Hindi mababayaran ng pera yon. Di ba? Again, maraming salamat. Thank you for watching. Subscribe kayo sa akin. Wala namang bayad na subscribe. Subscribe lang kayo. Like and comment. No problem. Okay. Thank you for watching.